Hello! Happy... Oh my god, my brain is completely messed up because today was not a work day for me. It's Friday. I keep thinking it's Saturday or Sunday, but it's not. Hello. Happy Friday. I don't know if today is like a holiday for most people, but it is here in Germany. And so I don't know. This week has been feeling a bit weird. But hello. Let me see who is here real quick. Congrats on first bleeder. Hello Rising. Hello Idom. Hello Trace. Hello Amadis. Hello Noel. Hello Nixoni. Hello Austin. Hello Kuro. Hello Sir Random Melon. Lemon. Fuck! I was like, oh no, I'm gonna read it Lemon this time. You should change your name to Sir Random Melon. I think that's easier. I don't know why. Apple pie. I want apple pie. Now I forgot who I said hello to. Hello, Laika. I think I got everyone. If I didn't, I'm sorry. I bow my head in apology. Yeah. It's been a weird week because it's been feeling like today is a weekend day, but it's not. I mean, technically Friday is a weekend day, right? Also, thank you for the 75 stream streak. I haven't been talking that much, so I feel like today is gonna be a little weird for me, speaking again. Even though I just streamed 2 days ago, but it feels like it's been a week. I'm working on Friday and working on Sunday doesn't help with it. Oh, do you work on Sunday? I'm so sorry. Yeah, that must be even more confusing. I mean, I guess your week just starts on a Sunday instead of a Monday, so you get the Saturday scaries instead of the Sunday scaries, you know? That would be funny. Yeah, that would be funny. Yeah, I hope everyone's been doing good. What have I been doing? I don't know. I've been playing 100 line. I think I'm almost done with the first route after Route 0. It was going so well, and then all of a sudden it turned really bad. And it feels like it's almost done now. I feel like it's close to being done because everything's just gone to shit. But it's kind of fun. It's a really great route. I don't know which one I'm on, but we'll find out. It was funny because I kept thinking like, oh wow, it's so wholesome and so nice and everything's going so well, and then it just turned around 180 and it went really bad. I was not supposed to work, but my friend asked to replace him on Sunday. That's a shame, but you know, at least you have one good with them. Hello Flufo. Hello Panis. Hello Noe. He was so desperate for a replacement, he was willing to work 2 24-hour shifts back to back. That's not healthy. That's not good at all. We're not done with Matsuribayashi. I am technically done. I am missing the staff room, the one tip that I got after finishing the last chapter. I think that's it. Actually, I took notes on what I am missing. Hold on, let me see. Oh yeah, I wanted to read the end credits. See, this is why you take notes. I wanted to read the end credits on stream, the tip that we got, the staff room, and then we also wanted to play the first chapter of Higurashi Rei. I have everything prepared for that. I hope it's not too long. I wanna finish it today if I can, but we'll see how it goes. But I wanted to do all of that today, hopefully. Do you know about the secret thing? Secret thing? You're gonna have to be a little bit more specific without spoiling it. I'm not sure that I do. Right, I have to pull up my own VOD. I didn't look at my notes before I started the stream, so I'm gonna have to... Oh, I can see my live stream. That's so awkward. Let me see. And where was my last VOD? There we go. Where are the end credits? I already read them by myself, but I feel like it would make sense to read them again on stream for those who didn't go back. Hello? I stopped the VOD. Why is it still playing? Stop that. Okay, so I can full screen that. I can share a screen, maybe? Browser. Like that. Oh god, it's not the correct size. Hold on. Uno momento. Reset transform. There we go. Wow, you can see me twice. That's crazy, isn't it? Okay, and then I do that, and then I move myself like here, so you're not super confused. It seems like a reasonable goal. Yeah, I hope that we can get all of that done. Hello, Luna. Hope you're doing good today. It's not really a spoiler, but there's a secret scene you can unlock. What are the requirements for that? I thought that I had to get all of the fragments correct. I did that. Is that not the requirement? Or did I miss something? You can tell me how to unlock it, as long as you don't tell me what's in the secret scene, you know? Let's live react to Spooky, kind of. Also, hello, Ayo. Hi. Hope you're doing good today. And hello, Skip. Howdy. Happy long weekend. Yeah, I even have some vacation days next week, so it's an extra long weekend. I only work 2 days next week, Thursday and Friday, so it's a very short week, and I get to have some fun. Because it's Rising's birthday on... Am I allowed to say that? On April 8th. I'm just gonna out him. You can say happy birthday to him if you want to on April 8th. Yeah, we're gonna do some fun stuff in the city, and then yeah. That's it. Maybe I should have taken the day after off as well. I didn't actually think about that. I'm gonna be so tired after being out and about all day, but that's okay. That's fine. Vacation, yeah, kind of. If you do the fragment thing in a specific order, you unlock a secret scene where something happens to I'm assuming you mean Takano unlocking. It takes forever, so you might want to watch it on YouTube. A specific order? Oh man. Yeah, I did them in an order, but I'm guessing I didn't do it in the correct one. I did not get a secret scene. Not yet, anyway. Noted, will wish the seagull a friend a happy birthday. Yeah. Alright, I don't have much else to talk about. It's been a very relaxing couple of days. I really enjoyed the FNAF collab, I gotta say. I talked to Kala, and we were thinking about playing the second game as well. I suggested that she play it on her stream, but I also kind of want to play it myself, so I might, you know, play it on my Discord server and just stream it to whoever wants to watch, and then I will play it together with her and, you know, guide her as she guided me. Hopefully I'll be able to finish it myself as well. But I actually did have fun. It was kind of enjoyable, even though my hand was hurting a lot by the end of the stream. It's optional, but really nice. You should check it out. I will keep it in mind. I will write it down before I forget-y. Secret scene. Okay. Seagull, Umineko. True. The student becomes the master. Exactly. Exactly. Hello, Choop. Hope you're doing good today. Hello, gamer. The FNAF collab was so funny. It was actually hilarious. I had a good time. It was genuinely... I was locked in for like 90% of it, but it was really fun. I don't think I was ever that locked in on a video game. Like, usually I can talk while streaming and like playing games, but that was impossible. I was laser focused. But yeah, anyway, let me start reading the credit text. Okay. I'm just gonna do it without my own stream sound because I think that makes no sense to even have it on. A report on the coup d'etat of the Iri Institute proposal. Regarding the coup d'etat of the Iri Institute. One of the responsibilities of the Iri Institute, hereafter the Institute, was the administration of Emergency Manual number 34. Certain personnel, however, conspired to execute the manual under false circumstances and accepted bribes to do so. These individuals include the Institute Subdirector Mio Takano and First Lieutenant Okonogi. It's interesting how... I already forgot her name again. evil girlie isn't even mentioned here, even though she was definitely a part of it. Thinking like your actual life is on the line. You always gotta go in with your whole mind, you know? Gotta immerse yourself. Okonogi, no first name, yeah. He's just Okonogi. Okonogi. Response. Authorities of the Institute were detained immediately. An emergency response unit was sent to attack the Institute. And detain all inside. The workers at the Institute all surrendered and were promptly secured by headquarters. On-screen chat might be fucked. I know, because this is a VOD. It's not fucked, don't worry. It's just I have my browser on top of it. Don't worry about it. It'll be back. Regarding the commissioned officers and commanders of the Idia Institute, Lieutenant Colonel Idia, Director, the Inquiry Committee has confirmed that the Lieutenant Colonel had nothing to do with this incident. However, due to his responsibility as a supervisor of the Institute, he was handed over to the Disciplinary Committee, which removed him from his official capacity as director. However, he was instructed to remain in a leadership position in order to take care of what business remained. He was fired, even though he didn't do anything. He still got punished for having his name on the Institute. Doi. We're on a loop. You needed to have typed last week. Yep. Otherwise, it won't appear. Yeah, too spooky? Yeah. There's a secret book behind me. Major Takano, Subdirector. It is the Inquiry Committee's conclusion that the Major was the ringleader of this incident, and they are continuing to investigate her background. I wonder why this is crossed out. Did they just give up? Additionally, according to tests run on the Major, she's infected with Hinamizawa syndrome and her condition has become severe. Therefore, it is possible that she cannot be held accountable for her actions at the time of the incident. The Major remains at the Institute and is being treated to prevent her symptoms from reaching the terminal stage. When she has recovered sufficiently to be moved, she will be handed over to the Disciplinary Committee. It's kind of interesting that she hasn't reached the terminal stage with how she was behaving. It was even before that, apparently. First Lieutenant Okonogi, it is the Inquiry Committee's conclusion that the First Lieutenant was an accomplice in this incident. Furthermore, the Investigation Department claims that he accepted bribes from Major Takano for this purpose. This said, there remain many suspicions? Suspicious elements, I'm guessing, in his background, and the department is continuing their investigation. The Disciplinary Committee, meanwhile, has decided to bargain with the First Lieutenant, and he has been freely willing to hand over information and has contributed greatly to the investigation of this case. I wonder if Idia faked a positive, or if it's true. I do think it's true. I choose to believe that she is actually infected with Hinamizawa syndrome. I am willing to give her the benefit of the doubt, you know? I think the result was fake, to be honest, and was a way to make it so she avoids lethal consequences from Tokyo. Do you think they would kill her? They didn't kill Okonogi. Not as far as we know. I don't think they would kill them, but, you know. For example, Okonogi is, you know, participating willingly. They literally tried to kill her. Well, yeah. Not Tokyo as a whole, I don't think, but the evil lady. Regarding the Idia Institute, as per the original plan, the research project in Hinamizawa will conclude within 3 years. A new director has been sent from headquarters, and it has been decided that the previous director will continue his research duties under the new director's supervision. After the Hinamizawa syndrome is fully exterminated, the underground research area will be shut down and the building above sold to a private party. According to Lieutenant Colonel Idia's contract, he's entitled to priority treatment during these negotiations. Additional information, some members of the Inquiry Committee have raised concerns about the management of this investigation. It is the writer's personal opinion that we should consider the importance of this incident and select more suitable candidates for the committee, so as to verify this matter from a different angle. Is this acceptable? If I may obtain your approval, I will report to your residence tomorrow evening. Nomura, that's her name. Yeah, Nomura. Yeah. She tried to kill Takano. Who? Okay, so this report was written by Nomura, but to whom? To whom was this written to, I wonder? I mean, they know where she's being held, and they're not killing her, even though, you know, they're still active, clearly, as you can see. But yeah, I think that was it. Everything else was in Japanese, so I can't read that, but there you go. That's that. Okay, let me... I don't know. Do we do the... I guess we do the secret scene after I read everything else, because there's no point in doing it now, just in case I still might get it. Who knows? I don't know. It would be nice. Okay, let me switch to the game now. All the chat is fucked up. It's always fucked up when I move it around between streams. Okay. Now we can finish the game for real, for real. Let me see. What do we do first? We do the tip first. I think that's a good idea. The forbidden treasure. Onigari no ryo. I don't know what that means. Oh yeah, let me adjust the game volume. I can't adjust it to the usual amount, or can I? Yeah, I can. Okay, there we go. The forbidden treasure Onigari no ryo. It's the most valuable asset of the foot of the shrine that's kept in the ritual storehouse. In ancient times, when this place was a chaotic world of both humans and demons, this precious sword defeated the demon god. However, nobody has seen it for 1,000 years. According to the legend, it is sealed in the statue dedicated to Oyashiro-sama in the ritual storehouse. Because of its structure, as long as the belief in Oyashiro-sama continues, it will remain a forbidden tool forever sealed away. Also, it is only mentioned in the forbidden scrolls of the Furuda Shrine. Therefore, only a handful of the Furuda family heads have ever known about its existence. According to several of these forbidden scrolls, the sword is shaped like a willow branch. There are some ink paintings of the sword made by a few Furuda heads, but none of them match that description. That means they drew those pictures from their imagination. The legend says there was a girl named Oka who received a divine message that commanded her to defeat the demon god. However, neither the swords of humans or demons could conquer the demon god. It would require a blade that was neither a human sword nor a demon sword. Only a sword that mixes human and demon qualities could defeat the demon god. Is the demon god technically, Hanyu? I think it is, right? Demon slaying Cherry. It has been said repeatedly that the ancestors of Hinamizawa are half demon and half human. Oka Furude, dates unknown, is said to be the first person whose blood was mixed in that way. This description is what conveys that. Alright, wasn't this Hanyu's child? Heaven gave Oka a precious sword. The precious sword was shaped like a willow branch. Its tip split 3 ways, which symbolized heaven, earth, and people in unity. It also symbolizes the harmony between heaven, demons, and humans. Oka headed to the swamp where the demon god hid and defeated him with this treasured sword. Each forbidden scroll describes how she defeated the demon god differently. Some say she disciplined him, some say he ran away, some say he surrendered. What happened to the demon god afterwards is unclear too. The oldest scroll says the precious sword destroyed the demon god's horn, but other books don't mention that. The precious sword that defeated the demon god was then enshrined and was named Onigari no ryo. Oka sealed this precious sword in the deepest place of the shrine to hide its existence forever. Even if it was created to slay the demon god, the sword didn't belong in this world anymore, and shouldn't exist on the face of the earth. Some said that was why it was removed from the human world. Hello, Space. Hi. Hope you're doing good. Missed much? We just read the end credits of the last stream, and now we're reading a story about, I think, Hanyu's child, who supposedly slayed the demon god. Supposedly, I'm guessing that's Hanyu with a sword that is shaped like a willow branch. I don't know what this is about exactly, but we'll see, I suppose. That's all you missed. But some said Oka was the daughter of the demon god, and that she wanted to banish the sword that killed her mother. Oh, it's kind of confusing because they were talking about him, but it's, yeah, okay. So it's Hanyu and her child with that random human that she had. The ancient cult of Oyashiro-sama suggested Oyashiro-sama was this demon god, the source of chaos, the source of all that was evil, and the source of all friction. To prevent the demon god from returning to the human world, through worship and comfort is the root of that ancient cult. This may be a type of cult devoted to an evil god. This idea that it's not worship for protection but to stave off a curse links slightly to the modern worship of Oyashiro-sama, but seems slightly distant from the modern worship that asks for Oyashiro-sama's blessing and sees them as a god of marriage and good relationships. It fosters the argument that humans are good by nature, saying that all discord is the work of Oyashiro-sama, and there are no demons in the world of man. After that, the legend continues on to what we know today, the harmony of humans and demons. But in this era, all the scrolls of on the origin of the belief in Oyashiro-sama and the scrolls of the matriarch of the Furude family have been sealed due to being forbidden. It happened probably because of the new image of Oyashiro-sama that of loving, not longing, an affectionate god, and the ancient image of Oyashiro-sama, the source of all evil, didn't match. It became too difficult to explain the faith's doctrine. Also, if one believes the Forbidden Scrolls, the Furude family was descended from one who killed her own mother. That would mean their blood was cursed. If all of that is true, then today's faith is very different from the one that was started by the matriarch. One of the leaders of the Furude family from hundreds of years ago wrote this: "The Onigari no Ryo, the legendary precious sword, is the symbol of both the Furude family and the sins of the human world. It was an era where people pushed the source of their evil onto others, and could only purify their sins by killing each other. The matriarch, one, took in the root of all evil herself and let her child murder her. That was how this place was freed from the chaos." Oyashiro-sama infested humanity with discord, truly an evil being. Real? The matriarch usually means Oka Furude, but sometimes it means her mother. The notion that the matriarch was the demon god was a taboo among the Furude family. However, obviously some leaders interpreted it that way. When the Furude family, or when the world of man commits the foolish act of seeking to blame others and tries to return to the world of demons, that is when faith will disappear and the statue's head will shatter. That's when the Onigari no Ryo will reappear to us. The second coming will once again revive the memory of the Furude family's forgotten sins. Is the demon god a fictional legend, or someone who actually existed? In some rare cases, babies were born with horns, and they were called children of the demon god. Descendants of the Furude family who will read this. The myths passed down by our forbidden scrolls are numerous and the content vastly differs. But don't get caught up in the smoke. No matter how different all of these scrolls are, there's one thing they all want to convey. Search the heart of Oka Furude, the one who sealed the Onigari no Ryo forever. That is the fate that all the Furude family leaders must understand. Okay. Okay. But, I don't think we're doing that anymore. Raid all tips in Matsuribayashi. Well, that was the only one, but thank you for the achievement. Babies born with horns being ostracized. I saw that in Elden Ring. Damn! Okay, so... Well, technically that didn't happen again, so the sword never reappeared, but, that's... I guess that's a nice little bit of information. I just don't know what to do with that bit of information now. Hello, Zazzle. Hope we're doing good today. We indeed won of sorts. The Onigari is the sword she uses in the fighting game spin-offs. Oh, that's kind of cool. They aren't to be taken seriously. That's kind of cool, though. I do have the files for Higurashi Daybreak. I'm kind of curious about playing it. Anyway, staff room time. Oh, okay. Hello, this is Rikishi, 07. 07? Thank you for playing Matsuribayashi. No. Thank you very much for playing Higurashi when they cry until the end. Matsuribayashi is, in a way, the solution episode for the situation with Takano and the kids starting from halfway through Minagoroshi. How can they defeat Takano's conspiracy? How can they reach their ideal ending? The kids finally got to live on. Yeah, I kind of want to know how they're doing now, you know? They had all their goals explained to us in the epilogue, but I wonder if they will actually achieve it. The guy. I love the staff room. I always think it's kind of cute. I wrote this episode as a duel between you, the reader, and me, the writer. So if you think you created a better resolution world than my Matsuribayashi, that means you've defeated Ryukushio 7 in this duel. I, Ryukushio 7, have provided 2 resolutions. One is how to fight against Takano. First, here's a hint from the Minagoroshi chapter. You find out about Takano's conspiracy, which relies on Emergency Manual 34. Next, here are hints from the Watanagashi and Meakashi chapters. It has been 48 hours after Rika's death, yet the village is peaceful. If you put those 2 things together, obviously the basis of the emergency manual which Hifumi Takano wrote, that everyone will develop terminal symptoms within 48 hours, isn't true. Oh, I never realized. I feel kind of silly now. I never realized. I didn't realize that. Hello, Amsidal. Hope you're doing good today. I'm sure it was mentioned many times, but I guess I never really put it together. I just kind of figured since everyone just perished that it actually did, you know, just kill everyone. When you put these 2 together, you can realize that if Rika's body was discovered 48 hours after her death, then it's possible to prevent the final operation. In the Matsuribayashi chapter, I wrote about an attacking side and a defending side, like a novel. If I were to simply write about the resolution, all I had to write was for Oishi to announce that Rika died at least 48 hours ago, and Takano's conspiracy would fall apart once the news reached Tokyo. This was a rather easy resolution, like a puzzle, so I'm sure many of you got this right. Sure. Mio, true, yeah. The story do be pretty convoluted at this point. It also doesn't help that, you know, those chapters that he mentioned, I think they were like many months ago. I read them many months ago, and I started, you know, reading this novel over a year ago, so I think it doesn't really help my memory, unfortunately. The other resolution was the ideal ending for this world. To answer this, I have to explain the worldview of the story first. There are hints all over, but the crucial ones are in the Tatarigoroshi and Minagoroshi chapters. Sadako's uncle comes home and Sadako's life becomes miserable. How can she be rescued from that situation? If this story was an exercise in murder, then the Tatarigoroshi chapter is the correct answer. Keiichi kills Teppei and hides his body well. That's a happy ending. But I didn't end the episode that way. Instead, I denied it with a bad ending. The resolution, the worldview of Higurashi when they cry advocates, is a non-violent one, with everyone united together. That is established in question chapters such as Onikakushi, Watanagashi, and Tatarigoroshi. In those worlds, when someone becomes suspicious about everything and worries about it alone, things get worse, and that leads to tragedy. The Meakashi chapter is the sublimation, I hope I read that correctly, of that situation. On the other hand, when one talks to their friends, it's revealed that the causes of the tragedies are quite silly. That is indicated in the Tsumi Horoboshi and Minagoroshi episodes. In other words, can you see that in the worlds of Higurashi, anything can be overcome when people talk to each other and help one another? Unfortunately, that doesn't happen in reality. Helping each other creates friction, and oftentimes, working alone is a lot simpler. However, we always hope that we can connect with other people and understand each other, so that we can face any difficulty. In that sense, this world is a fantasy. That's right. In the worlds of Higurashi, there is one magical rule. That is to talk to others and accept help from them. Then you can defeat anything. With that, it is possible to make a miracle happen. If that could be cast into an absolute rule, it would be a sort of magical systematic miracle. Just like what Hanyu and her friend said in the story. It is the worldview of Higurashi when they cry. If you follow that rule and think about an ideal ending, I bet the first thing you'll think about is an ending where all the club members unite and defeat Takano. Actually, there are scenes in the Matsuribayashi chapter that affirm that sort of ending. However, at the same time, Takano is described as a very lonely person. By doing so, I raise a question about the resolution. Everyone else unites, defeats Takano, and makes her into a sacrifice. This is a happy ending for everyone except Takano. That is true. It is rather sad and unfortunate. Friendship wins. Not for Takano. I did think that the ending they gave her was kind of sad. You know, they were like, oh, you know, we're not gonna push sins onto other people anymore. I just said that. It also didn't really come across like that. But if you think about it, they did push their quote-unquote sins onto someone and, you know, made Takano the scapegoat, even though she isn't truly the villain. She is definitely part of the problem, but she isn't truly, like, the main baddie of the series, you know? It's kind of sad in the end. She deserves better. Is this a Final Fantasy? Oh my god, Final Fantasy part whatever. Hello, Jacker. Hope you're doing good today. Friendship is magic. Sort of. Did it try to shoot a child right after being forgiven by God? Okay. She's a psychopath, okay? But I choose to believe that she was actually affected by Hinamizawa syndrome. I don't think that she wasn't. And even if she wasn't, she was so fucking desperate and broken. Like, life spit in her face 1,000 times. I think she deserves a break, okay? She needs help, first and foremost. Takano had so many chances at the same time she kept getting pushed back that made her go insane. Yup. I don't think there was anything the kids could have done differently. It's just, you know, she was just broken beyond repair at that point, unfortunately. It is a very popular style of story for the protagonist to unite together and sacrifice the antagonist. Aliens come to the Earth to invade us, so the world unites and defeats the aliens. Hooray for humans, and we must all get along. This is a very popular storyline all over the world. There are plenty of stories that use aliens, devils, or monsters as clear bad guys and make them into sacrifices. Two parties fighting with each other become allies once the third party shows up. Storylines like these are indeed exciting. By adding a sacrifice, differing parties unite and become allies. To create the situation, there has to be always the third party, the sacrifice as well. I'm sure many of those who created such stories must have already noticed that. We already add a third enemy that can't possibly unite with us. To make up with each other, we try to find a common enemy. Am I the only one who feels that describes our world today? In reality, this world belongs only to humans. There are no aliens or devils or monsters. For us to find an enemy, we'll have to fight each other forever. To make up with each other, we need a new enemy, so we just end up fighting someone else. In this chapter of Higurashi, I declared that to be the demon of the world of man... I declared that to be the demon of the world of men. With these explanations of the worldview here in mind, do you wonder if the resolution of defeating Takano is in fact an ideal resolution of the Matsuribayashi chapter? That's right, it's basically the same foolishness found in Tadarigoroshi. According to that logic, the Minagoroshi chapter isn't the best resolution for the problems that surround Satoko either. Do you understand that? Satoko? I mean, I wasn't happy with the way they left things with Satoko. They just chose not to tell her that, you know, Satoshi is indeed alive and he never abandoned her. And, you know, there's still the matter of, what's his fucking name? The uncle being alive, Teppei. So it's not an optimal resolution for Satoko, I suppose, but I guess it's not. I guess he's right. It's not. It's not great. I never thought about it, but this reflection just made me realize how much Rikishi grew as a writer over this series. Yeah, I think it's really interesting to read his thought process. After Takano stopped being the enemy, we need a new person to fight. Spooky is that person. What the fuck? I never really thought about it, but Rikishi really puts a lot of thought to the story. Yeah, like, there's a lot of things that I missed, obviously, because I read it so sporadically over a long period of time, but I like this. I like the after story stuff, the staff room. I think I'm kind of lagging. Oh god, is my phone acting up again? How can they make up with Takano? You wouldn't suggest to make Tokyo into a new enemy and let the club members join with Takano, would you? If I continue to talk about this issue, I will probably end up mentioning something religious, so let me stop here. What kind of ending would be the best outcome following the worldview of Higurashi when they cry? Kind of curious as to what he wanted to say. The best outcome for everyone would be, oh, everyone is suddenly really nice and loves each other and no one has any ulterior motives, you know, concerning power and money and recognition and whatnot, but that is very unrealistic. It doesn't work that way. Even if it is a fantasy world, it would be kind of boring if there were no problems and no gray areas and no morally gray characters. Does his uncle show up at the start of this arc, or is he still a potential threat? Teppei does not show up in this episode at all. Like this one, he just didn't show up at all. I wonder what happened to him. I'm guessing he could still appear at any time and, you know, they could technically defeat him. I don't know. But then you can also argue, you know, in an ideal world, Teppei is not painted to be this villain guy, but he's actually a really nice guy, and, you know, he's also just a broken guy, but I don't know if I can ever forgive that fucker. He's kind of scum. I don't want him to be forgiven. But, I know I'm quick to forgive Takano, but that's because we know her backstory, but I feel like, I don't know, Teppei is kind of just it's just kind of an ass. He's just unlikable. I don't know, just straight up unlikable character. In typical Japanese media fashion, the gang keeps climbing the ladder of enemies until they fight God. Do you think they would ever fight Hanyu? He saw Akasaka arrive and wisely decided not to show up. That would be ideal. That'd be ideal. I'm glad he got to tackle this again in the remakes. Remakes? You mean in the anime? I would not accept that type of Teppei. I do remember that Nu came in here and said that they actually enjoyed Teppei. Was it in the manga or whatever? I don't know if he ever gets like a little bit more of a backstory to him. It would be kind of interesting to see a different side of him, but I don't think I could ever accept him. Like, no matter how tragic his backstory is and how much someone would try to make me go, oh yeah, I understand, he went through some stuff, I don't think I could ever forgive him. Would you forgive Takano if she walked around with a Hawaiian shirt and a golden chain? She would still slay in that, not gonna lie to you. An anime Go and Sotsu. I'm kind of curious about watching them. I might do it in the watch along for Higurashi that I have planned. Perhaps it's something better than the Matsuribayashi chapter. You can consider this a graduating question for Higurashi when they cry. Maybe I will leave it as my final gift to those who enjoyed this tale for 4.5 years, or just 1.5. Thank you for reading this extremely complicated story. In the end, what was all this for? If I were to put the answer to that question in one word, it would be entertainment. It's not important if you were able to answer the riddles. After all, if you enjoyed yourself, you won. We won! Ryukishio 7 will continue to challenge you. Higurashi When They Cry ends here, but I hope to see you again in a different world. What kind of work do I want to create next? Maybe it's fitting to choose my next work from an infinite number of possibilities while listening to the chorus of the Higurashi. I want to express my gratitude to all the people who have supported me until today. Thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you all again soon. Ryukishi 07. The guy. It's kind of interesting. You know, Noe mentioned the secret scene, but Ryukishi doesn't even hint towards there being a secret scene. Is there an achievement left? There is, in fact, one achievement that I don't have. Oh, that is actually Infuriating. I didn't know that. No, there's one more achievement, and I have no idea how to get it. I think I still have the save file of me not having read the... How are you fucking supposed to figure that out? There's like no hints as to what order to read them in anywhere. I do think I still have like a save slot. I am pretty sure. Connecting fragments. We do have save slots. I mean, technically, if you told me what order to read them in, I could do that. But do I have to like read through the entire last chapter again? That's kind of a lot. Also, why is this yellow? 07. 07. I don't know that there is a backstory you could append to a character where I'd be like, yeah, child abuse and threats of murder is okay. Well, technically, you know, Takano killed a group of children and my voice is leaving me, and like 2,000 innocent people, so I don't know. Both is kind of bad. Takano actually killed children and people. He's such a solid dude. I like Rikishi. Like, I don't know him personally, obviously, but I like him as I guess as an author? Yeah. As a writer. Game doesn't give you any hints on that. You kind of have to look it up. It's supposed to be the canon order. Who even figures that stuff out? A good chapter select afterwards. The things one might do for that final achievement. I might do it by myself in order to, like, get the achievement, but I'm not gonna do it live on stream. Let me see if I can quickly find... Sorry for fucking blowing into my microphone. If I can quickly find, like, a video of it. Like, I don't know, Higurashi... Matsuribayashi secret ending? Is that the whole video? I think I actually saw, like, art of that scene that I want to unlock. How hard is it to unlock it myself? I don't know. I'm considering it. Impossible. What do you mean impossible? Secret ending. Oh god, it's over an hour long. Oh, let me see. Hold on. Okay, this person is going through all the fragments in order. And then what? There's literally... Oh, okay. So they just go through all the fragments in order. And then there is a secret scene at the end. I could technically click on all the fragments in order. You can't skip them. I can't? I thought that I could. Hold on, let me just double check. Oh, you might be right. You might actually be right. In that case, that kind of sucks. Okay, this is like a very random... Oh, I'm shilly. Sorry. You can skip them. See? You can do that. Totally possible. I am trying to find the one where I haven't clicked on any of them. I think this one looks good. So technically we could do that. I can skip through all of them. Takano took out every kid while making fun of them. It's very hard to feel any remorse. I do feel pity for her, but I don't know if I like 100% forgive her. Okay, let me look this up. Matsuribayashi. I want to know the order which I have to do it in. Ooh. Are they numbered? They're not numbered. That's awesome. This person just has numbers. They're like screen 1, 21, 23, 29, 13. What does that mean? What does that mean? Ah, okay, so you even have to complete the game once. A secret ending can be unlocked through the connecting pieces screen. By reading... Oh, wait, do I have to... Hold on. Can I, like... Oh, God, let me restart the game. Can I, like, go back to the menu? I don't know if I'm allowed to, like, reload that save file or if I have to, like, choose it through, like, the chapter selection screen. Hello, Fita. We just read all the extra content and I found out there's a secret ending and now I'm considering trying to get it. Let me see. Extra? Chapter jump. Connecting fragments. I'm guessing this is how I'm supposed to do it. Welcome. Yep. Takano's conviction is strong. I wonder if there's like any hint to it at all. I wonder if this, when you feel like surrendering, you can end this game at any time. Technically, we did end it, but there's more. You will finally accept death. You will need the right ones. Okay. Connecting fragments. I'm not gonna read through all of that again. Here's a 50-second piece. Okay. Screen 1. But this isn't helpful, like, at all. What is that supposed to mean? There's a Steam guide with page and number in page. Hold on, let me share this with you. Where's my browser? There you go. Oh, it's not working. Oh, there you go. What does this mean? What do these numbers mean? Screen 1. 21. I don't get it. I don't think I understand what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna copy the link that you sent. Hold on. Let me look at that. P refers to a fragments. Sorry, let me share that. P refers to a fragment's page number, and the second number refers to its position on the page as follows. Okay. Page 4, 2. Oh god, okay, let me... This is gonna be a little interesting. Let me put this on my second monitor. I'll close that for you. Bonus order is the second set. Ah, okay, I see. I understand. Okay, so page 4, the second one. I hope I do this correctly. If I don't, it's gonna be kind of painful. Okay, so we do that, and now we're just gonna have to sit through awkward screaming sound effects. Required first. Okay. Okay, so we did that. Oh, hopefully I don't get confused. And then page 5, number 8. So, it's the last one, yeah. I'm not gonna save in between in the hope that I can do this a little bit faster. Thank you, Satoko. Page 2, number 1.
Yeah.
He loves the punch explosion sound effect. Yeah, I do find it really funny. Page 3, 7. Hiro Tomtake. I don't want the game to end. You know how I feel? I feel
簡単じゃないじゃない。
really weird about it. I don't want the game to be over after this. But I can't drag it out any longer. That was Jiro Tomitaka, and then we have Kyosuke Irie, page 3, second one. And then we have to read page 3, first one. This is gonna take a while. Strap in, go get food or something. If I had known this, I would have prepared this before the stream, but now we're gonna have to do this now. You've been playing this for a year plus? Yeah, since when was it again? September 2024? It's been a while. Page 2. 4. It's been that long, it's been that long. It took me a really long time. It's usually it was sorry, I have to focus for a second. Usually it was like 1 chapter per stream.
また質問しますので、着席してくださって結構です。
This is kind of requiring a lot more focus than I thought I would, because I keep like fucking it up by looking at it wrong. Okay, we did that. So next is page 4-3. Question of a Shinto priest. I'm scared to do it wrong. I'm gonna do a quick save here. I hope that counts. God, there's so many left to go. Oh, sorry.
今にきっと
2, 5. That scared me. I thought I pressed the wrong one. I would have cried. I'm guessing that none of these change, even if I read them after I finish the game. Otherwise, that would be quite tragic. Murder with a dismembered body. The first sacrifice, page 1, 5th one.
おやもう
You kept blinking in and out of the screen. Some of those streams went on for 6 hours. There's even one that was like 7 hours long or something. It was quite something. 3, 8. If Spooky's not streaming Higurashi, it feels off, right? I feel like it's just not gonna be the same. Like, I've been doing this for so long. It's gonna feel like I'm not even myself anymore. Who am I if I'm not reading this VN? And they cry. Someone's ass getting beat with the sound effects going off. Yep, someone was getting brutally murdered. Shit, which one did I do now? Research is going well. Routine inspection 3-3. Okay, quick save just in case. I don't know if it's actually working. 4, 6, after. Don't mess it up. I can count. 5, 6, yeah. Satoshi Hojo. And then we read 5, 7. Satoko Hojo. I'm just saying it out loud so I don't forget it. 5, 7. Not 6, 7, guys. 5, 7. Do you have the energy to tackle his other works? I'm definitely gonna read Umineko. I don't know about Sekonia. Is it Sekonia when they cry? I want to read that one. But it's not finished as far as I know. God, 5, 7, 4, 5. This one. I guess, yeah, I did read it in kind of an awkward order now that I think about it. Not gonna lie to you. 5, 6. This one. I almost pressed the wrong one! Mion Sonozaki.
私は僕だって。じゃあついでに。それ私た
And
ち
then 1-6.
なんかの小説
Double checking. Yep.
結果待ちですが。
Sakone, he said he gave up. He doesn't want to write about a war when world is happening. I mean, guess that makes sense. If he doesn't want to, then, you know, that's his choice. It's unfortunate, but, you know, I will accept it. Suffering of a big brother. The happy music. Umineko tomorrow. I don't know how long it's gonna take me to finally get to Umineko. I know that I want to take a little break from long visual novels. Umineko specifically. But I don't want to take too long either. 2-6, an accident at Shirakawa Park. And then 1-2.
私はじっくり話をしてみる価値がある。
近日中に白川転落事故は事故として確定することになると思いますわ。
And then 2-3.
それ彼女を錯乱から
When world peace? Oh, he might return with world peace. It would be very, very like him. That was 1-2. And then 2-3.
あなたたちがそう
And then 3-6.
それではごめんなさい取り乱してしまって。
3-6 is 1-2-3-4. So we're saying is we need to start recommending short visual novels. I wouldn't be against the idea of playing short visual novels. I don't play visual novels. It was never my focus to play visual novels on stream. Let's put it that way. I don't know which one I just read. That's bad. 3-6, I think. And then we have the third sacrifice. This one. I heard there's a very short and nice visual novel that is very philosophical. Non-existence of you and me. I think I have that one in my library. Time for a weekly 7-hour Umineko stream starting today and right now. Third sacrifice. 2-7. Mysterious death on the foot of the couple. This is requiring so much of my attention because I don't want to mess it up. Okay, we're almost near the end, guys. And I just need to lock in 5-3. Formation of a club. I'm so glad that you can skip these. I would be so sad if I couldn't. And then 1-3.
里子を元気づけるのに
1-3.
誕生日に素敵なプレゼントをしたら喜ぶかなって思って。
I was thinking of also playing like some Yuri VNs, like some, oh god, what's their name? Studio Elan, I think? I think they look really nice visually. I think we read this one, 1-3, and then it's 5-5. Nanaryugu. But also I wanna also play some RPG Maker games, you know? I love RPG Maker games. That's what I initially wanted to stream for the most part. And I haven't played that many. I'm forced to name drop Nuet. Yep. They are a Studio Elan ambassador, I think it's called. A notice of leave of absence.
そうです。
当分は戻っ喜んでくれ。バット。
ご近所迷惑でなければタイヤを吊るしてそれを打つのもいい練習になるでしょう。
犯行を認めた後に捨てたと称する場所から発見できれば検察も納得してくれるでしょう。
1-8. The fourth sacrifice. Lock and key in some places. The art looks familiar. I don't know. I feel like the name sounds familiar to me right now, but I can't really piece it right now. Piece it? Place it, sorry. 4-1. Rule of 1. Almost there. Trust me.
おじい
We're
ちゃ
so
ん
close.
もちろんで日本申請
わかりました
Oh,
いえ
dear
わかりま
you.
私
Why do I have a feeling that
もちろん
the
理解してお
secret
ります
ending that we're gonna get is gonna make me cry? Did we just do this one? I think so. Oh god, I'm getting confused. New Wind, I think.
それじゃ
And then 3-4 Disappointment.
もう憎まれ役しかできん。
And then 5-1 Preview of Lots for
今日は
Sale. Hahaha.
そういいのよ
僕なりにも努力してみるよ。
And then 3-5 Deja Vu. This one was really nice. I like this particular fragment.
なんというか
3-5
血は荒す
Deja
ぎ
Vu.
て
See it as a victory
こんな
lap?
遠く
I
まで行っちゃ
guess.
ダメですよ
3-5 Deja Vu.
いや
And then 5-4 Keiichi Maebara.
さすがにこれお手
おじいちゃんの
Oh no, I can't hear her cry like that. It makes me so sad. Sorry. Sorry, Takano. You'll have a happy resolution, I'm sure. I'm sure the ending we're about to get is gonna be a happy resolution for you. Do you deserve it? I don't know, but you'll get it, I'm sure. I think I've seen like art of the scene that we're about to see, but I know nothing about it. We just did Keiichi Maebara, I think, and then we have an invitation to an end. 6-2. I think I did it in the right order so far. And then we have 6-1.
無理にと
A message pops and says Edie will return in Patch's Doomsday. That'd be crazy. How do people even find out about this? People notice all sorts of stuff in games. I'm always surprised. The fucking slapping sound effect is crazy. Read that, and then June 1983. And then it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, don't let me fuck this up. 4. Onikakashi. And then Tsumi Horoboshi. These were relatively short. And then Watanagashi. Sorry, I'm focusing. Meakashi. Imagine I mess it up and we have to start all over again. I think I just give up at that point. Tatari Goroshi. Imatsubushi. And then 1, 2, 3 is the last order. Yeah, we get Inagoroshi, and then Matsuribayashi, and then we get leftover fragments. And then we get the secret one! Leftover fragments. Some of it is kind of the chronological order. I have no clue how to pick the details. While I was reading the fragments, I kept thinking, wow, this is kind of out of order. And I think it was because of, you know, you being able to choose which order to you read it in. Sorry, I was scrolling up on the page. I wonder if it's like mostly the same order. I think it is. It's like basically the same order. Except that you don't have... one fragment of Matsuribayashi again. You don't do that one again. Because I think that's the one where she's like, oh, Akasaka is gonna save me. Takano spent a significant chunk of this VN having a really bad time. Yep. It wasn't very good. This is fucking Akasaka beating people up. This is really long.
人の話なんかしやがるから集
もっともその奇跡をあなたはきっと気づかないだろうけれど
Shit, I don't know if that said anything super cool. No. I think she always talked to Akasaka. And then a fragment of Matsuribayashi, we don't read that again. Because now we have flags from kids' meals. Those are the flags that Takano used to collect. So I think this is the one that gives us the secret ending. She needs to be rescued too. She does! Okay, here we go. I'm going to play outside. A girl's cheerful voice echoed in the house. Did I have an ad break? I did! Oh my god, I didn't even take... Oh, well, nothing important was happening, I think. I didn't even realize. I'm so sorry. It was a tenement house, so walls were thin. So of course, her yell carried through to the neighbors, but since it was a child's voice, nobody complained.
Miyoko, お父さんたちデパートへ行こうと思うんだが。
Miyoko, we're thinking about going to the mall. Her father's voice didn't reach the girl because all she was thinking about was making a new secret base with her friends in the field. Her father knew the girl had been looking forward to going to the mall and that if they went without her, she would be upset. He also knew that the girl liked collecting flags from the kids' meals at the restaurant there, and one more would bring her collection to 20 flags. The girl was making a wish on those flags. She believed if she collected 20 of them, she could become happy. Oh well. He supposed he'd bring a flag home as a souvenir. It wouldn't be a big deal. Oh, was he wrong? Oh, was he wrong? You were skipping through fragments when it happened. Don't think I missed much, yeah. If he asked a waitress, she'd bring one for him. On that day, due to an accident, the trains were running behind schedule. To make up the time lost, drivers were braking a little too late and accelerating a bit too soon. It was rather unsafe. The Tanashi family didn't own a car. They always used a train to go to the mall. As the girl skipped her way to her friend's house... Oh. An unfamiliar woman stopped her. Hold on. I think it's kind of wonky. Oh, why is it like that? Oh, okay. I think this is how it's supposed to be. Bear with me for a second here. Transform. Reset. Transform. I fucked it up. Fit to screen. Hello? Oh, I'm doing it on the wrong source. Amazing. There you go. And now I have to move myself out of the way. I can speak. I'm gonna go here, okay? This shouldn't bother you. Very small. I already took in a long sigh. Don't make her suffer no more. It's okay. We can save her. Obviously, she wasn't from around here. The ties between the neighbors were very tight around here. The girl knew everyone's face. So if there was a stranger, it was either a new mailman or someone who's lost. The woman said to the girl,
生きたい
"Do you want to live?
死にたい
Or do you want to die?" Also, woman? Isn't this Rika? She's still a little girl, no? Any person would think the woman was crazy asking something like that. But the girl was too innocent to think that way. She answered immediately.
生きたい
Oh, hold on. Sorry? There we go. I want to
そう
live. Okay,
ならお行きなさい
then go.
どうせ行っても友達は留守だけどそれでもお行きなさい
Your friend isn't home, but go on.
留守
She isn't home? The girl couldn't figure out why this woman would know that. As the woman left, the girl stopped her. She was curious, although it was a little scary as to what response she'd get if she answered differently. If I want to die, then what?
お子様ランチの旗がもう一本手に入るわ。
You'll get another flag from a kid's meal. That's kind of... That's kind of messed up. You die, you get a flag. You don't die, everyone else dies and your life goes to shit. That's awesome. Adult Rika through shenanigans? I guess so. It doesn't look like she's a lot taller than, you know, baby Takano. And like, she's still very childlike in her appearance, you know? Hey, that's not fair. They're going without me. That's not fair. The girl turned and tried to run back home. Are you sure? You won't regret it? The mysterious woman tried to confirm this. Why would I regret it? I won't tell you. I'm mean. Yeah, you are. The girl thought this was some kind of a riddle, so she pondered it for a while, but she couldn't figure it out. Then she clapped her hands as if she came to a conclusion. That's okay then. Why is it okay? Because my parents will be with me. The woman stepped aside. The girl bowed to her and ran home. She saw her parents locking the door to leave. The girl jumped on them and nagged them that she wanted to go too. The girl was going to the mall with her family. I hope she doesn't die now. That'd be really messed up. Her graduation is dying with her parents. I hope that this isn't the happy resolution that he was talking about. The family headed to the train station, waited for a train to arrive, and got on it. The driver was feeling the pressure to make up for the delay, and the passengers could tell that from the way he was driving. The girl noticed the unusual swaying of the train. She stood on her knees and looked out the window. Her mother told her to sit down because it was dangerous. The girl stuck her tongue out. Then the train reached a very big and very sharp curve. The train tilted in that direction, and all the people were shoved to the side. They were all squished together and grumbled about it. Then the train continued to... Yes. The train what? The train what? The girl and her parents came home under the sky full of stars with shopping bags in their hands. But I guess they survived. That's a good ending, I would say. Also, let me move myself up a tiny bit. I'm kind of blocking the text now. There we go. They unlocked the door, turned the lights on, and the girl put her bags by the front door and ran into her room. She opened her desk drawer, took something out of her pocket and put it in. She closed the drawer once but opened it again, and then spread her treasure on the tatami floor. There were the flags of many different countries that came with the kids' meals. The Japanese flag, the American flag, the English flag. Which country was this for? The one with the 3 colors. She lined them up as she counted. She counted out loud, and she danced around happily. She now had 20 of them. It took her so long to collect that many. It was hard work for this girl, who was so proud of herself for reaching her goal. She worked so hard that there must be something good waiting for her. She made a wish to become happy if she collected 20 of them. Therefore, something wonderful must be waiting to happen. The girl waited excitedly, but soon realized it wasn't a magic lamp, so no genie would be jumping out. Maybe it wouldn't happen that night. Maybe it'd be tomorrow. The girl decided to wait patiently. She accomplished something as great as collecting 20 flags. Surely some wonderful happiness awaited. Maybe the weight of Takano on the opposite side made just the difference for the cart not to topple in the turn. That would be insane! I mean, I guess it's possible, but... Or maybe she's just dead. Maybe this is the afterlife. Surely, some wonderful miracle awaited. Or perhaps it might be like a charm, keeping sad misfortunes at bay. The girl put her 20 flags back in the drawer. As she heard her mother tell her to brush her teeth and go to bed, she ran to the bathroom. This is fine, isn't it? It's okay to get a miracle in advance. The music is kinda funky. What should I do next? There are plenty of fragments to play with. What? You want to try too? Hehe, it's fun. It makes you feel like God. A world with Satoshi, or a world where the Sonozaki sisters didn't switch. I wonder what a world with Satoko's parents and Rika's parents alive and well would be like. Oh, how about this? Akasaka gets enticed to the enemy's side by Takano. That sounds interesting. Personally, I'm curious about a world where Takano is madly in love with Tomitake. It'll be fun to match Keiji with different girls too. I love drama very, very much. Hehe. Let's see, what should I do next? I have so many fragments. Hey, do you want some? What kind of world are you going to make? The world of Higurashi when they cry will move on, even without us. There are many dreams, possibilities, and miracles in that world. They are innumerable fragments all interweaved with one another. I've shown you a small number of those fragments, but it's up to you to play with the rest of them. The world of Higurashi when they cry is now in your hands. It's a big, wide world of full of fragments, and they are yours to manipulate. Your dreams, your possibilities, and your miracles are yours to discover. I thank you for joining me on this 4.5-year tale about this world. I thank all of those who supported me during this 4.5-year tale about this world. Why did he say that twice? I thank all the characters who brought this 4.5-year tale about this world to life. I thank my family who had given me the understanding for this work. I thank my co-workers who spared no efforts for the sake of this work. I thank my friends who supported me during this creation of this work. And while I am the same person who created this work, I thank this work itself for the unforgettable 4.5 years it's given me. I thank the fact that I've left behind a legacy of the past 4.5 years of work. I thank all those people who sent me emails teaching me the joys of production. And if I may leave you with one more piece, I leave you the joy of making a product of your own. I have nothing to show for the 4.5 years I spent in college. I simply spent my days without achieving anything. I left no proof that I was even alive during that time. I feel that the regret for this was what drove me to make this work. And I think we can meet again as friends. That is why I leave you this message. I look forward to the day we meet, my friend. Rikishi07. I did it! Good on him for having a bad time at university. He wrote a masterpiece. Rikishi really said write fanflics. Okay, fanfics please. Yeah. Hello, Moontomes. Hope you're doing good today. The possibilities of forever. We went beyond. 4.5 years of work finished in a 1.5-year playthrough. I think that's pretty good, right? Okay. I was able to read that. Damn, that was kind of exhausting. We read it! Now we've really finished Higurashi. But there's still more. There's still Higurashi Rei, the first chapter that we're gonna read. So it's not over yet, officially. We're still gonna read that. Today, even. I just have to prepare it for a second. That was kind of cool. It was shorter than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was gonna be a little longer, and it was gonna be a little bit, you know, more. It's just gonna be a little more. Oh, I forgot to do this. Oh, I'm very, very bright now. I just kind of thought there was gonna be more detail as to what exactly happened in the train. I think that's a cute resolution, but we also don't really get to see what happens to, you know, the cast, if there really will still be a happy ending for them if no one intervenes. It's kind of interesting to think about that, because nothing would ever happen. She would never spew about her conspiracy theories, and, you know, maybe people would react differently. Maybe Satoshi wouldn't kill his aunt. Maybe something else would happen to them. I don't know. It's kind of interesting to think about it. I guess we just have to read fanfics. Also, hello, Latai. Hi, hi. We're doing good today. The articulation was amazing. You did swell. Thank you. I was stumbling over my words like crazy, but that's just part of who I am. Also, hello, Derek. Hope we're doing good today. Maybe the whole place would be flooded. True, because they never... Oh my god, that's actually true. Would they be able to get the dam project to stop if it wasn't for Tokyo? I wonder. That's a very interesting thought, but maybe things would also have been different. Maybe Dr. Takano would have been able to pull some strings without, you know, baby Takano by his side. Not saying that she was a hindrance to, like, his work, but, you know, maybe things would have gone different. It is fun to think about, but I'm very happy that I got all the achievements now. Okay, let me start Higurashi Rei. Also gotta